for today's invocation.
Let's pray. Dear God, we thank you for this beautiful day and we thank you for this. I pray that this teaching is the Lord place which is good and is all the day. And we will pray this prayer.
Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Starting lineups. First for our visitors from Rome, Georgia, and the Shorter Hawks. Leading off the center fielder, number 1, Will Fincher. Batting second, the shortstop, number 4, Thomas Brody, number 4. Hitting third, the second baseman, number 2, Brandon Clark. Batting seventh, first baseman, number 27, Alex Brody. In the 5 slot, designated hitter number 2.
Good afternoon from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex as Carson-Newman puts its 7-game winning streak on the line and the 7th longest active winning streak in Division II today. Number 9, Carson-Newman at 23-6 welcomes in a 19-win Shorter Hawks club coached by Wes Timmons. Eagles and Hawks for the second time this season in a bird battle. Carson-Newman won the first meeting back on February 4th at Shorter. It was the first road game of the year for Tom Griffin's team, and the Eagles run-ruled Shorter on that Tuesday afternoon, 18-2 in 7 innings. And now the Eagles and Hawks meet once again as Carson-Newman tries to win back-to-back games in this series all-time for the first time since 2017-2018 when the Eagles won 3 in a row that season. Eagles are turning to Christian Henderson today. The freshman made his first career outing and start in the first meeting this season between these two teams. Now he makes his 4th career start and his 6th career appearance today. He has 2 wins and 2 losses in his 5 appearances this year, 15 innings pitched, 11 earned runs, no walks, and 9 strikeouts for the freshman right-hander. He earned his first career win in that effort against Shorter last Tuesday. The right-hander's into his windup, and we'll start things 1 minute early with Henderson's fastball on the outside corner for called strike 1. Leadoff hitter for Shorter is Will Fincher. He is on a 7-game hitting streak, and the center fielder takes outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the center fielder, who hits .312 this year in 24 starts. Breaking ball that time from Henderson is across the strike zone. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to start the top of the first. Righty winds, delivers. Breaking ball fouled back to the screen. Keeps the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fincher, Schroeder, Clark, the 3 due up for Shorter at the top of the batting order. Alex Brody's the top hitter on the team and hits cleanup and his .340 batting average on the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The freshman Henderson winds and delivers. Fastball fouled back, and Delgado gives it a look but sees it go out of play. Henderson in his first career outing back on the 4th of February against this Shorter team. 3 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs. Both were earned runs, and he had a strikeout. Only used 46 pitches. Another 1-2 to Fincher. Breaking ball popped up again. Back behind home. Delgado lifts the mask off, and it bangs up the top of the press box for another foul ball. So 3 consecutive foul balls here by the leadoff hitter Fincher after he fell behind 1 ball and 2 strikes, battling against Henderson to start things. Another 1-2, just below the strike zone at the 1-2 to even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Will Fincher, Thomas Schroeder, Griffin Clark, the 3 due up for Shorter this inning. 2-2 off the plate, and the count works full. 8 pitches already used by Christian Henderson here in this first batter of the game. The right-hander winds and delivers. Breaking ball in the inner half, jams Fincher, but he fouls it off to the right. Good location that time from Henderson, right on the inside corner, and Fincher did enough to make contact, and he'll see a 10th pitch in the at-bat. Another 3-2. Fastball called strike 3. Henderson wins the battle to start things here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. It took 10 pitches, but he strikes out Will Fincher for the first out of the inning. Really good fastball right in the bottom right corner of the strike zone from the freshman Henderson for his 10th strikeout of the year. And now he faces the right-handed hitting Thomas Schroeder. First pitch fastball at 85 miles per hour is a strike. Thomas Schroeder's the shortstop for the Hawks, hitting .333 this year with 17 RBI. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he checked his swing to the shortstop and fouled it off into the Hawks dugout for strike 2. 6-game hit streak for Thomas Schroeder for this Shorter team that is coming off a weekend in which it won 1 of its 3 games. Pop up in the infield right side and foul ground. Floyd and Henderson over. It's the pitcher, Henderson, making the catch in foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning. Any ball hit in the air today will be challenging with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour today. Another windy day here in Mossy Creek. It averages probably about 15 miles per hour at times, but can get up to 40 miles per hour. It calms down here as Henderson breaks a pitch to the outer part of the plate for a ball to Griffin Clark, the 3-hitter for the Hawks. Next offering in is a called strike at the slider from Henderson. 1 ball, 1 strike as Henderson tries to send the Shorter lineup down in order to start things. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch home is a fastball on the corner. That's strike 2. Another good location, and that's something that this pitching staff has loved to see from Henderson. He locates so well with his fastball and his breaking ball and gets his second strikeout of the inning. He goes to the breaking ball for his second punch out, and he sends Shorter down in order. 1, 2, 3, thanks to a pair of Ks from Christian Henderson. Eagles coming to bat for the first time when we come back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network, Andrew Rogers, glad you're with us as Carson-Newman takes on Shorter for the second time this season. The Eagles won the first meeting and now come to the plate for the first time here in the second meeting of the year, and second and final meeting of the year between these two ball clubs. Ryan Jenkins, Spencer Williams, Logan Floyd, a familiar 3 at the top of Carson-Newman's batting order, are set to lead things off against Shorter's starting pitcher today, Karan Davis. He goes by Ron, so we'll call him Ron throughout the day. He's a freshman from Jacksonville, Florida, getting set for his 4th start of the year. 7 total appearances for the right-hander this year, just 11 innings tossed, 10 strikeouts, and 13 walks, an earned run average at 5.56 on the season. Opponents are hitting .277 against the freshman from Jacksonville. So it's Ron Davis for the Shorter Hawks today against Carson-Newman's batting order that has been really consistent throughout the season, averaging more than 8 runs per game and has hit above 300 for the entirety of the 2025 season, headlined by several different individuals throughout the batting order this season. Jenkins and his .250 batting average to the plate to start things here in the bottom of the first inning on what is a pretty nice day in Jefferson City. It is windy, as we talked about, in the top half of the inning, but it is 67 degrees when we start things here today. First pitch of the inning from Ron Davis is a fastball on the inside at 91 miles per hour to Jenkins for called strike 1. Jenkins enters today's game with a 5-game hit streak and on-base streak, and plays shortstop for this Carson-Newman team for the 26th time this season. Takes outside on a breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, with Davis facing Jenkins to start the bottom of the first. The right-hander works exclusively from the stretch as he comes set from the left side of the slab and pitches a fastball away. 2 balls, 1 strike, with Davis facing Jenkins. Davis has walked as many as 5 guys in an outing this year. That's really the only downside to his line on the year. Good strikeout numbers, about a strikeout per inning as he fires in a fastball at 90 miles per hour, that time to even the count at 2. But he has walked some guys. He's walked multiple batters in 4 of his 7 appearances this year. 2-2 set for the freshman right-hander against Ryan Jenkins, and the pitch home is a fastball driven right back up the middle for a base hit. Jenkins timed it well and drove the fastball at 91 miles per hour right back up the middle, and the Eagles have the game's first hit to start the bottom of the first. Davis sitting on the fastball, or Jenkins sitting on Davis's fastball, and drives it back up the gut for a base hit. And now Spencer Williams to the plate for the first time, and he hits .303. The right-hander Davis sets, and the pitch home is a fastball away with Williams showing bunt for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Bottom 1, Jenkins at first. Williams shows bunt again, a fastball again away, and off the plate for ball 2. Williams sitting above 300 over his last 10 games at the plate, has 7 RBI of his 17 on the year over his last 10 games, most on the team during that stretch. He sees another pitch go outside, and it's quickly 3-0 on Carson-Newman's right fielder. Time called. Davis wants a new baseball, and so he'll get a fresh one prior to a 3-0 offering. We've seen a lot of fastball from Ron Davis so far. He does have a slider that he will mix into his repertoire throughout the day. Heavy fastball, loves to locate it. 3-0 set, and the right-hander's offering home is another fastball right at 91 miles per hour to get back into the count here. 3 balls, 1 strike on Williams. In the first meeting between these two teams, Williams hit leadoff and went 1 for 5 and scored twice. 3-1, and the pitch, or the pickoff attempt, will go to first. Jenkins back safely without a tag. Carson-Newman in that first meeting this season had everybody in the batting order record a base hit. So really well-balanced effort offensively to compile 17 hits and 18 runs. 3-1 to Williams, who's fouled off. He was late on the fastball home. And the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count, bottom 1, another pick to first base. Davis fell behind 3-0. He's back in the count. It's 3-2 on Williams as he comes set and pitches. Outside ball 4. Good at bat from Williams. Stayed with it, works the walk. And Jenkins moves up to second base. It's first and second, nobody out for Logan Floyd. Logan Floyd in his 8-game hitting streak to the plate for Carson-Newman, who has won 7 in a row entering today's game. Good lead for Jenkins out at second base. And the first pitch to Floyd gets away from the catcher at home plate. It gets all the way to the backstop. Jenkins rounds third. He'll stop there. The runners will move into scoring position as Sauger could not handle the fastball from the righty Davis. And it allows runners to move up to second and third on the wild pitch. Just like that, Carson-Newman's in business with runners in scoring position here in this first inning and nobody out as the clouds cover up the sun on this Tuesday afternoon in Jefferson City. 1-0 set for Davis as he lifts and fires a fastball driven to short on a one-hop. It's fielded by Schroeder. He acts like he's going home, instead throws to first for the sure out and does so. RBI ground out for Logan Floyd, and Carson-Newman's on the board. It's 1-0. Well, Jenkins took off on the pitch, or after this ball was put in play. Schroeder thought about going to home, but realized the sure out was at first, and that's where he went to get shorter. It's first out of the inning, and now Tanner Kilgore to the plate with a runner at second base now, and Williams with one away. Davis looks back a couple of times at Williams and now pitches a fastball that is scooped out of the turf by Sauger for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Tanner Kilgore, who hits .310 in his sophomore season, also on a hitting streak of 5 games, and he's been on base in 15 straight. Longest of his early Carson-Newman career as he takes inside on the fastball, 2-0 on Carson-Newman's DH. We'll set the shorter defense. Ladorian Jordan's out in right field. Will Fincher's the center fielder. A.J. Jones is out in left field with Sauger catching. The infield, Alex Brody's at first base. Griffin Clark at second. We mentioned Thomas Schroeder at shortstop, with the third baseman being Connor Succalo for the Hawks. Two balls, one strike on Tanner Kilgore after a foul ball. He waits on Davis's next pitch. It's a fastball away, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count for Tanner Kilgore here in the first inning, with Carson-Newman on the board for the first time in this inning. 1-0 Eagles as Davis sets for the 3-1. Inside ball 4, and he's walked 2 batters now in this first inning. Kilgore sprints up to first after drawing a 5-pitch walk. Once again, first and second occupied for Tom Griffin's team as he brings Aiden Gibson to the plate, and the third baseman who hit his first home run of the year over the weekend in a sweep of Anderson. 2 on, 1 out as Gibson shows bunt, pulls it back, and the sweeping slider at 82 miles per hour breaks into the zone for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Williams at second, Kilgore at first base as Davis looks back a couple of times and now pitches a breaking ball in the inner half to Gibson for another called strike. So that slider twice in a row has worked well for Ron Davis to work ahead on Gibson. Nothing in two as Davis looks back at second and pitches a fastball low at 93 miles per hour. That's the fastest he's thrown one here in this first inning. But it misses below the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. With Gibson hitting with a runner in scoring position. He hits 500 this year with a man in scoring position. The 1-2. Good breaking ball. He freezes Gibson for called strike 3. Another slider. And it's the second out of the inning. First punch out for Ron Davis. He gets Gibson looking, and there's 2 away. And now Cole Nathan to the plate with 2 outs in this first inning. Nathan has been one of Carson-Newman's best hitters so far this season. First pitch breaking ball away, blocked by Sauger to prevent the runners from advancing. 1-0. Cole Nathan has hits in 11 straight games, longest hitting streak of his Carson-Newman career. And he's been on base in 17 straight games. 1-0 set for Davis, and the breaking ball is inside to Nathan for ball 2. Davis having to work through this first inning. He's walked 2 Eagles in this frame, has allowed a base hit. The only run scoring on a ground out from Logan Floyd. 2-0 home to Nathan is driven through the left side on a 1-hop into left field for a base hit. Rounding third is Williams. There won't be a play at the plate. Cole Nathan drives in yet another run, and Carson-Newman leads 2-0. RBI number 22 for the sophomore Nathan, who now has a 12-game hitting streak, and the Eagles with a 2-out base hit to extend the lead to 2. Williams never stopped running from second base. He got the go sign immediately, and the Eagles wanted to test Shorter's ability to get that relay throw in, and it worked. There was never a play at the plate. Now still first and second occupied for Carson-Newman in the first as Braxton Smith shows bunt, pulls it back, and the breaking ball is into the turf for a ball. Second hit of the inning for Carson-Newman. Both have been singles. Jenkins started this inning with a base hit. Williams followed with a walk, and both of them have scored. 1-0 set for Davis, and the pitch home is tapped foul at the plate by Smith off his foot and into fair territory. It's a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Carson-Newman's freshman left fielder today, making his 15th start of the year. He's hitting .267 as a rookie with 12 base hits and 8 RBI. Made 1 start over the weekend for Carson-Newman. In the series win against Anderson, had a base hit, 2 base hits for his 3rd career multi-hit effort. 1-1, line drive foul, and out of play. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes as Davis nears 30 pitches to get through this first inning. Kilgore at second base. He walked in this inning. Cole Nathan's at first after his RBI single with 2 outs in this frame. 1-2 set for Davis, and Smith drives a fastball back to the screen to stay alive. Trey Miller, Frankie Delgado left in Carson-Newman's batting order to hit here in this first inning. The 7-hitter Smith battling with Davis. 1-2 offering. Breaking ball hits Smith and will grant him first base. 3rd free pass of the inning, and on Ron Davis's 30th pitch of this first inning, he drills Braxton Smith to load the bases. And he tried to go to the slider, and it just didn't break enough toward the plate, and drilled Braxton Smith. Kilgore to third. Cole Nathan up to second base. Smith at first as Trey Miller bats with the bases loaded. This is not the hitter you want at the plate if you're shorter with the bases loaded. Nobody has more hits this year for Carson-Newman with the bases loaded than Trey Miller. Breaking ball high and inside for ball one. Trey is 5 for 6 this year with the bases loaded. Only 3 players on this Carson-Newman team have 3 hits or more with the bases loaded, and Trey has 5 for an .833 average with the bases all occupied. 1-0 home is a fastball at 90 miles per hour for a called strike. Miller's 26 RBI, third most on the team. He's hitting .402 in his third and final season with CN, a team high .402 batting average. 1-1 from Davis. Miller went around on a half-hearted effort on a high fastball, and it's strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes as Miller resets, hoping to break things open maybe here in this first inning with Carson-Newman already ahead 2-0 in this first inning. Oh, 1-2 from Davis. Miller hits it softly back to the pitcher, who snares it and flips to first for the final out of the inning. Good play by the freshman Ron Davis, but Carson-Newman strikes for 2 runs on 2 hits with no errors, and the Eagles leave him loaded in the first. 2-0 Carson-Newman as we head to the second. After these messages, this is the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
A 1-2-3 first inning from Christian Henderson, and now he faces the heart of Shorter's order for the first time. 4, 5, and 6 to the plate for the Hawks to start the top of the second inning. Alex Brody will be the leadoff hitter, one of the best, and if not the best hitter on this Shorter roster. Hits .350 and has 6 bombs this year. He'll lead off for the Hawks in this second inning against Christian Henderson, who needed just 17 pitches to work his way through a 1-2-3 first. And his breaking ball in the outer half to Brody is a strike to start the inning. Shorter's first baseman this season has been really good. Top hitter in batting average and RBI as he skies one out toward right field. Spencer Williams in a couple of steps, camps under and makes the catch. 4 up, 4 down start for Christian Henderson as he gets Brody to start the second. Carson-Newman dealt with a lot of wind at Anderson over the weekend. It's difficult to track down baseballs at Anderson Memorial Stadium with wind gusts over the weekend up to 40 miles per hour as well. So certainly more gusts today. Won't be too much of a challenge. His first pitch swinging is Micah Shipman, and he flies out to Williams, who's been busy here in the second inning. Back-to-back fly balls to him for the first 2 outs of the second inning. 3 pitches, 2 outs for Henderson here in the second. 6 hitters, Julian Sager, who has been hitting really well for this Shorter bunch. And he takes a breaking ball from Henderson at the knees for a strike. Sager's coming off a 7-hit weekend against Barton, a series that the Hawks lost 2 out of 3. As Sager drives one out towards center field. Trey Miller goes back to the wall. It's over the wall, and Julian Sager starts the scoring for Shorter. Shorter's catcher drives one to left center field on an 0-1 pitch from Christian Henderson. Sager's 6th home run of the year, and it's 2-1. Hawks halfway cut into the deficit. First hit of the day as well for the Hawks. Ends a stretch where Henderson had retired the first 5 hitters of the inning, or of his 4th start, I should say. Good piece of hitting by Sager, who's now got 8 hits over his last 4 games. And now the 7-hitter for the Hawks. Sokolow drives one out towards center field. Trey Miller off to his left, camps under it, and makes the catch. And what is a 6-pitch inning for Christian Henderson? He faces 4 batters and gives up a 2-out home run, and the Hawks are on the board thanks to Julian Sager's 6th home run of the year. 2-1 Eagles as Carson-Newman comes back to the plate for the bottom half of inning number 2 after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Two-one ball game here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Carson-Newman scored twice in the bottom of the first inning to grab the early lead. Shorter cuts it in half with a 2-out home run from Julian Sager, his 6th of the year, and it's 2-1 as Carson-Newman comes back to the plate for the 2nd time today. An early theme this season for Carson-Newman has been scoring first. It is yet to lose this year when it scores first. Carson-Newman's 18-0 when it scores first this year. Eagles scored twice in the first to score for the first time in this matchup with the Hawks. We'll see if that trend continues to be as true as it's been for Tom Griffin's group. They only won 10 games last year when scoring first and already have done so 18 times this year. 9-hitter Frankie Delgado swings and flares the first pitch to the left field line. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Extra bases for Frankie Delgado. He's hustling for second base, and they throw him out. Good throw out in left field by the shortstop. I believe, actually it may have been the left fielder. The shortstop Schroeder and Jones in left field were both out there. It is Jones that ends up making the play. It's a 7-4 putout at second base for the first down of the inning as Delgado tried for extra bases. Ryan Jenkins back to the top of the order here in the second frame after he singled in the first. First pitch fastball outside for ball 1. Delgado with a base hit but thrown out trying to extend it to a double. So Frankie's got himself his 3rd hit of the year, but wiped away from the bases on a good throw from Jones out in left field as Davis's fastball is in the strike zone to Jenkins. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away in the bottom of the second. The righty Ron Davis brings the glove to his belt, lifts and fires a breaking ball too high. Or no, it's right at the zone. It's a strike. Above the waist to Jenkins. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two set for the righty. Breaking ball hit high into the air out towards straightaway center. Fincher comes in several steps to make the catch, and it's a 2-up, 2-down start for Ron Davis in the second inning. He got Jenkins to golf that one out towards center field for the second out of the inning, and now Spencer Williams. Good response here from Davis after he needed more than 30 pitches to battle through the first and limit the damage to just 2 runs and force the Eagles to strand the bases loaded. He's an out away and a batter away from a 1-2-3 second as Williams swings and fouls the first pitch of his second at-bat off. 0-1 the count with 2 away, and the Eagles ahead 2-1. Williams drew a walk last half inning and later scored. Well, one set from Davis. Fastball is off the plate at 88 miles per hour that time from Ron Davis. Davis this season, over his 7 appearances, has given this shorter team as many as 4 innings in an effort this year. That was all the way back on February 8th against West Liberty. Swinging a foul off to the left by Williams, and it's strike 2 on Carson-Newman's right fielder. Davis in that start against West Liberty with 4 innings pitched, allowed just 1 run, and struck out a season-high 4 batters. One-two set for Davis. Swing and a miss. 1-2-3 go the Eagles in the second inning as Ron Davis rears back and strikes out Williams for his second punch-out of the day. We're through 2 in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Carson-Newman's 2-run first has it up 2-1 as we head to the
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Eight, 9, and 1 for Shorter to start this third inning. LaDorian Jordan comes to the plate for the first time in his first start of the year. Checks his swing, but the pitch is low for ball 1. He held back. This is his 11th appearance of the year, has 1 base hit and 3 at-bats on the year. 1-0 is off the plate. And it's 2 balls and no strikes for Christian Henderson against LaDorian Jordan. Henderson up to 25 pitches so far as his 2-0 offering is a fastball on the corner at 84 miles per hour for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, but the Eagles ahead 2-1. In the third, Henderson sees Jordan drive one back towards center field. Miller goes back to the wall and reaches the glove up, running back to his left to make the catch for the first out of the third inning. So 4 straight outs now recorded by Henderson have all been fly ball outs. Second play that Miller's made in a row, spanning innings. And now A.J. Jones, the left fielder, to the plate in the 9th spot. Last hitter for the Hawks to face Christian Henderson. First pitch wind, and Jones swings and chases a high fastball. It's 0-1. Jones, a high batting average this year, .342 with 22 RBI in 29 games. Shows bunt here and takes fastball away. 1 ball, 1 strike to A.J. Jones, who has 28 stolen bases this year. That is the 5th most in the country and 1st in the Gulf South. Foul ball back to the screen. It's 1-2. First in the Conference Carolinas, I should say. Carson-Newman's opponent tomorrow, Trevecca Nazarene, is out of the Gulf South. The Eagles will face a Trojans team tomorrow in Nashville at 3 p.m. That is on a 3-game skid, or rather 5-game skid. Breaking ball high and away to Jones. The count evens now. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out in the third. The righty Henderson winds and pitches. Swing and a miss. It gets away from Frankie Delgado. He's got to hustle to the screen to get it, and his throw in first is not going to get the speedy Jones. So a rare strikeout and a reach for Jones. Third strikeout for Christian Henderson. But Jones able to sprint up the first base line as that ball got away from Frankie Delgado on a wild pitch. And so first base occupied now with 1 away, and the speed of Jones on the bases. Henderson works with traffic for the first time as his breaking ball is too low to the top of the order, and the center fielder, Will Fincher. 1 ball, no strikes. Henderson a strikeout off his season and career high of 4. 1-0 set for the freshman. Runner takes off, pitches a strike, throw down to second. It's a good one. Is it in time? It's not. Jones able to slide in safely. Frankie's throw from behind home was a perfect throw right where Cole Nathan needed it to apply a tag, but it was just late as Jones swipes yet another base, his 29th stolen base in 30 games this year. Runner in scoring position for the Hawks on a 1-1 set for Henderson now. Breaking ball crushed to left, way out in front of that 73-mile-per-hour breaking ball was Fincher for a long foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes with Henderson facing Fincher for the second time today. Couple of looks at second base, and the pitch home is a fastball crushed to left field. Braxton Smith looks at it, and it's well over the wall for a 2-run shot. Will Fincher gives Shorter its first lead of the day as he goes yard for the 6th time this year as well, and the Hawks have the last 3 runs to lead 3-2. Fastball over the zone, and Henderson sees Fincher crush it over the left field wall. And the Hawks now with 3 unanswered runs over the last 2 frames. Still just 1 out as Thomas Schroeder takes a breaking ball away for ball 1. Chopper to third. Gibson leaps into the air to make the catch, and he'll throw across to Logan Floyd. And the out is recorded. 3-2 game, 2 outs now as Schroeder's thrown out on a 5-3 putout. He's 0 for 2, and now Griffin Clark. Had the Eagles been able to come up with that strikeout of Jones, that home run would have just tied the game. Instead, it got away from Delgado and allowed the speedy Jones to get on base in what turns out to be the go-ahead run at this point here in the third. 1 ball, no strikes to Clark as he swings and takes a big hack at Henderson's fastball. That evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Second home run Henderson's allowed in this game, 3rd of the season as Clark goes around on a breaking ball away. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now with 2 outs in the top of the third. And Carson-Newman now trailing 3-2. 1-2 wind. Fastball low and away for ball 2. Henderson struck out Clark in the first inning. 2-2, swing and a miss. Henderson gets him with the fastball for his 4th strikeout of the game, but through 2.5 innings, it's Shorter with 3 runs thanks to a 2-run home run in the third from Will Fincher. His 6th of the year gives the Hawks the lead. 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the third after this.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeAndEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeAndEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Carson-Newman trails for the first time today after Will Fincher's one-out, two-run shot to left field that travels 427 feet. 3-2, bottom of the third, as Logan Floyd will lead off for Carson-Newman. 3, 4, and 5 of the Eagles' order set to face Ron Davis, who is back out for a third inning of work. He's retired the last 4 Eagles, including a 1-2-3 second frame that he retired Delgado, Jenkins, and Williams, despite a base hit in that second inning. Logan Floyd drove in his 30th run of the year with a ground ball in the first inning, and grounds one here to short. Schroeder bobbles it initially, stays with it, and his throw is scooped out of the turf by the first baseman Brody for the first out of the inning. And that was an eventful 6-3 ground out at short as Schroeder kind of bobbled this. He fielded it cleanly, but I think on the transfer there he just kind of lost it, but stayed with it enough and made a good enough throw that allowed Alex Brody to snatch it out of the turf on a low throw. So the first out of the inning recorded, and the 5th straight out recorded by Davis, who fires in a fastball inside for ball 1 to Tanner Kilgore. Davis allowed 2 hits in the first and allowed 3 free passes, but the Eagles only scored twice and left the bases loaded in that inning. Since then, the freshman right-hander is locked in as Kilgore grounds one through the left side for a base hit. TK has a 6-game hitting streak now. He's on base for the 16th straight game, and the Eagles have a 1-out base runner. Fourth hit by Carson-Newman in this baseball game. They've all been singles. And now Aiden Gibson with a 1-out base runner. Gibson hoping to extend a 5-game hit streak of his own here at this plate appearance. As the first pitch, he swings at the sweeping slider for a swinging strike 1. It was low. But Davis gets Gibson to chase. 0-1. 3-2 Hawks in this bird battle on a Tuesday afternoon in Jefferson City. Eagles batting down a run. The 5-hitter Gibson sees a breaking ball stay inside from Davis. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gibson hitting above 320 in his junior season. Nobody has more hits in their Carson-Newman career on this active roster than Aiden Gibson. He drives one to right field. Back goes Jordan to the wall, and he's able to get there before it lands in the gap, forcing Kilgore to go back to first base, and there's 2 outs. Certainly you always have to be cautious as these outfielders are with the wind today and what it can do to fly balls into the outfield. As Cole Nathan will stand in out of the 6-hole with 1 on and 2 out here in this 3rd inning. Nathan has now a 12-game hitting streak thanks to an RBI single in the 1st inning. Here's the first pitch of his second at-bat. It's a breaking ball at the knees for a called strike one. Nathan, over his last 10 games, is hitting .435. 16 hits and is tied for the team lead with 7 RBIs, coming off a week where he hit 2 home runs, his first 2 career home runs. He line drives one here to right field for another base hit. It gets away from Jordan and all the way to the wall. Tanner Kilgore's on his horse as he rounds third. He's going to score. Cole Nathan sprints to third and he'll stop there. The Eagles tie it at 3. It'll be a fielding error on LaDorian Jordan, who overplayed the baseball and may have taken a funky hop out there in right field. And Kilgore and Nathan started racing around the bases. Nathan all the way to third, and Kilgore scores from first. 3-3. So it won't be an RBI for Cole Nathan. It's going to be a single and a 2-base error to get him to third with 2 outs. Nathan's 2 for 2, though, as Braxton Smith stands in, and the first pitch he sees is a fastball away for ball 1. Obviously, Kilgore was running on the base hit, but he had kind of stopped running at second base initially once he got there, thinking he could only advance 1 base. But Jordan didn't keep it in front and let it get all the way to the wall. Braxton Smith fouls the 1-0 pitch back and out of play. And the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. With 2 outs in this third inning, Eagles have tied it back up here in the third. The freshman Smith with an RBI opportunity with 2 outs as he stands in from the right side and waits on a 1-1 pitch. That is a breaking ball inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Davis back to the set as he looks to his catcher and has the sign. Lifts in the 2-1 home to Smith as a line drive that slices foul. And it's strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a game tied at 3 in the third. Cole Nathan stands at third base as Braxton Smith waits for a 2-2 pitch from Ron Davis. Here it is. Fastball away, 3-2. Davis reared back and fired a 92-mile-per-hour heater, his fastest of the inning. But it's off the plate, and Smith has worked this count full. He got hit by a pitch in the first inning, hoping to give Carson-Newman the lead back here in the third. 3-2. Smith checked his swing. The appeal to the bases umpire that's behind the mound says Smith held back. It's ball 4. And Braxton has reached on his first 2 plate appearances of the day. And now the corners are occupied in the third inning with 2 outs for Trey Miller. Another RBI opportunity for Trey Miller. He batted in the first inning with the bases loaded. Now he bats with the corners occupied with 2 away. Here's the pitch, and he drives it high out towards center field. Moving to his right is Will Fincher, and he makes the catch to end the inning. But Carson-Newman's able to tie it. Cole Nathan's base hit to right field allows Tanner Kilgore to come all the way around to score. And we're tied at 3 after 3 here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Hawks back to the dish for the top half of the 4th after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Three all after three is Alex Brody in the heart of Shorter's order. Comes back to the plate for the second time through for Shorter as we get set to start the top half of the fourth inning. Upon further review, Cole Nathan's hit to right field has been changed to a triple. Tough play on a funky hop for the right fielder, Ladorian Jordan, and so Nathan gets credited with a triple. And also allows him to drive in Tanner Kilgore. So a 2-hit, 2 RBI day now for Nathan. So it wipes an error off the board for Shorter. It's a 5-hit effort now for Carson-Newman, rather 6-hit effort as a foul ball back to the screen for strike one. One ball, one strike on Alex Brody, who flew out in the second inning and takes breaking ball away. 2 balls, 1 strike. The Eagles have double-digit hits 5 times over their last 7 games during this winning streak. Halfway to doing that again here in this game as a sharp liner past Jenkins' glove into left field for a base hit. And Alex Brody has extended his hitting streak to 8 games with a line drive single to left. Shorter's got its 3rd hit of the game and first hit that's not a home run. And now the DH, Micah Shipman, out of the 5 spot after he flew out to right field as well in the second inning. First pitch, grounder foul and out of play. This is a Shorter team with, as we talked about, the 6th most stolen bases nationally at now 100 on the year. Really, Jones and Fincher make up a majority of those. They combine for 49 of the 100. Nobody else on the team has more than 11 in Schroeder. He has 11. Everybody else has single digits in stolen bases. Nothing in one is a sharp grounder foul down the third base line, and Christian Henderson now is ahead on the DH Shipman, nothing in 2. Henderson so far has scattered 3 hits and 3 runs over his 9 outs recorded and has matched his season and career high with 4 punch-outs. Nothing in 2. Slow roller back to his right. He fields it, sets his feet, and fires to first, and does an excellent job to make the play on a slow roller back toward his right. Shipman retired, and to second base goes Brody. So Brody up to second base, and now the home run hitting Julian Sager, who's got 8 hits over his last 4 games, comes to the plate after hitting his 6th home run of the year in the second inning with 2 outs. The set for Henderson, and the fastball is hit high into the air, left side, in foul ground. Gibson and Jenkins over. Jenkins calls off Gibson, and it's a foul ball. Travels too far toward the left in foul ground. Jenkins and Gibson run out of room in foul territory, and so it's a foul ball by Shorter's catcher, and he'll get his bat back and ready for a 0-1 from Christian Henderson. 51 pitches for the freshman right-hander as he comes set and will pick to second base. Good throw. Late tag by Nathan, and back safely is Brody. On a pickoff attempt at second base. 0-1 set for Henderson. Fastball hit toward the gap in left center field. After it, though, is Braxton Smith, and he gets there to make the catch for out number 2. Another ball that Sauger squares up, but this one stays in the yard. And Smith over for the fly ball out. And now Connor Sokolow with 2 outs. He flew out as well in that second inning. It's his second chance against Christian Henderson, who's gotten 6 fly ball outs for his 10 outs. Breaking ball is inside here for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, with a runner at second base, and the Hawks and Eagles tied at 3. Carson-Newman this season is 10-4. As another pick to second base, and diving over the second base bag is Cole Nathan to keep that from going into the outfield. Eagles are 10-4 in non-conference games. That included a stretch where it won its first 7 non-co games of the regular season. Eagles at home in non-conference play are 9-2. Good breaking ball that time from Henderson. He gets Shorter's third baseman Sokolow to fan at it for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Henderson's offering. Swing and a miss. It's actually fouled off. Just barely nicked off the bat. And so the count moves to 1-2. Overall this season, Carson-Newman, as we've said, 9-2 in non-conference play at home. Overall, the Eagles are 14-3 at home this season and have won 4 of their last 5 here in Mossy Creek. The 1-2 set for Henderson. A check swing grounder to third. Gibson well off the bag. Fields and fires to first for the final out of the inning. Good job by Christian Henderson. He works around a leadoff base hit from Alex Brody, and Brody's left at second base in the frame. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left for Shorter in the 4th. Second 0 tossed by Christian Henderson, and he allows the Eagles to come back to the plate in a tied game at 3. We come back to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
No better place to do homework than at the ballpark. Carson-Newman 3, Shorter 3. A beautiful day for baseball as well. Eagles and Hawks knotted up at 3 on a sunny day in Mossy Creek. Back to the mound goes Ron Davis for this 4th inning. 5 hits in 3 innings and 3 runs allowed with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts so far for the freshman right-hander. He goes back out for the 4th inning, something he's only done once this year, is complete 4 innings on the mound in 3 starts. He'll face the 9-1-2 part of Carson-Newman's batting order, same part that started the 2nd. Delgado waits and thought about swinging at that first pitch fastball at 87 miles per hour, but it's high for ball 1. Delgado collected his 3rd hit of the year on a base hit to left field, but it was thrown out at second trying to make it extra bases. Strike 1 on the breaking ball. 1-1 the count to start the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 wind for Davis. High fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Carson-Newman's splits over non-conference and conference play are very similar. The team ERA is significantly lower in conference games this season for the Eagles than non-conference games, as Delgado fouls the 2-1 pitch back and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. In conference play, the Eagles have a earned run average below 4, while in conference play it sits at 5, or non-conference play it sits at 5. Line drive base hit from Frankie Delgado back up the middle for a base hit. The center fielder Fincher cuts it off, and Delgado this time will stay at first base with his second hit of the day. A leadoff single from Frankie to start the 4th. Delgado, known for his defense, has come up with 2 of his 4 hits this season in his last 2 plate appearances in this baseball game. First career multi-hit day for Frankie. He's at first with nobody out. Jenkins shows bunt, pulls it back. The pitch is low and in the turf for a ball. Carson-Newman's ERA in conference play as a staff, 2.71. Overall, the team hits 309 in conference games at the plate, and in non-conference games, it's 313. Very similar numbers there. And they've scored basically the same number of runs in 1 less game played. Heading into this one in non-conference games, Eagles have 114 runs scored in 14 non-conference games and have 113 runs in 15 conference games. 1 ball, 1 strike on Jenkins as Davis pitches a slider that's grounded to short. Schroeder fields it cleanly. He'll touch the bag himself, throw to first for a 6-3 double play. Well turned by the shortstop Schroeder. He was playing more toward the gap up the middle and was able to field it cleanly and touch the second base bag himself for a 6-3 double play. A rare double play for this shorter group this season. Now Spencer Williams. Just the 13th double play turned by this shorter defense this year as Spencer Williams stands in with 2 away. First pitch check swing is a strike to Spencer Williams, who's 0 for 1. Williams drew a walk in the first inning and later scored that frame to extend his on-base streak to 13 games. 0-1 from Davis. Grounded to short. Could be Schroeder's inning if he completes it here. He fields it cleanly, and his throw is inside to the left to Brody, who can't come up with it. Be an error on Schroeder for a poor throw across the diamond there. They're a little inside toward the left side of the line, and Brody couldn't reach and snare it. And so Williams reaches for the second time today, and it's now officially the first error by the Hawks. Two-out runner for Logan Floyd as Davis sets and pitches a breaking ball to Logan Floyd below the strike zone for ball 1. It's a shorter team now with 47 errors on the year, but has only now 7 errors over the last 6 games. .10 set for Ron Davis. Floyd takes an 88-mile-per-hour fastball at the waist for a strike. 3-3 the score. Carson-Newman scored twice in the first. Shorter responded with a pair of home runs in innings 2 and 3 to score 3 consecutive runs between those frames. The Eagles got a run back in the bottom half of the third to tie things up at 3-all. 1-1 to Floyd, a breaking pitch that's too high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike with Logan Floyd at the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs and up to 30 RBI on the season. 2-1. Floyd drives one right side and foul. for strike two. Floyd's coming off a season where he drove in a team-high 47 runs a season ago as Williams takes off on the pitch and it hits Floyd. An inside slider hits Floyd with Williams taking off for second base, so he'll get second regardless, and Floyd reaches on the second hit batter by Ron Davis. And Tanner Kilgore's the batter for Carson-Newman with 2 on and 2 out. Well, this inning extends because of the fielding or throwing error on the shortstop Thomas Schroeder. Let's see if the Eagles can make him and this Hawks team pay for the error that's extended the inning and put 2 runners on base now. First pitch to Tanner Kilgore is a high breaking ball that's called a strike. Kilgore with 27 RBI on the year, brings his career total to 38 after 11 in 27 games as a freshman. Nothing in 1. Kilgore out in front of that fastball, and it's strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Eagles and Hawks knotted up at 3. Kilgore trying to give Carson-Newman the lead back. Fastball away, 1-2 now. And Williams to third base, no play there. So Sager allows Williams to third. Corners now occupied. Doesn't do a whole lot, but now Williams guaranteed to score on a base hit into the outfield. 1-2. Kilgore fights it off and fouls it back on a high heater at 90 miles per hour. Kilgore's reached in both of his plate appearances, a walk in the first and a single in the third. And time called, and Wes Timmons wants to chat things over before his starter, Ron Davis, pitches another 1-2 to Tanner Kilgore. A little strategy maybe here as the corners are occupied in a tied game at 3 with Carson-Newman and Shorter meeting for the second and final time here this season on this Tuesday afternoon. The Hawks are 19-10, 9 games above 500, while the Eagles have won 7 in a row and have the 7th longest active winning streak in the country and are 17 games above 500. One ball, 2 strikes on Kilgore's. The visit is over, and Davis goes back to work as he brings the glove to his belt and has the sign from his catcher, Sager. 1-2 pitch to Kilgore. Into the turf, gets a little bit away. Williams is going to try home. Here's the play. Out is recorded. There was a collision there at home as Williams slid in and Sager applied the tag, and Williams, I think, bumped into Davis, who then hit into the home plate umpire. And Ron Davis is shaken up behind home plate, but the inning is over as Davis tried to leap over Williams, who was sliding into home, and then Davis hit the home plate umpire. 3-all is the score. Williams trying to test home on the wild pitch, unable to get there safely. Shorter makes the play on a nice diving effort from the catcher, Julian Sager. 3-all after 4 innings. We're tied in a battle between the Hawks and the Eagles. Back for the 5th after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Christian Henderson will pitch into the fifth inning for Carson-Newman in a game tied at 3 with the Shorter Hawks here on the Eagles Sports Network. Henderson this season has gone 4 innings one time. That was 1 week ago in a relief outing against Tusculum in which he got the victory, his second of the year, and allowed 2 earned runs. This being his 4th career start, he'll pitch into the 5th inning with this game tied at 3 runs apiece. He scattered 3 hits over the 4 innings of work so far, but 2 of those 3 hits are home runs that have allowed Shorter to score 3 runs. First pitch of the inning is a breaking ball from Henderson at 74 miles per hour. That is a called strike 1 to Ladorian Jordan. Next home is another breaking ball, and Jordan checked his swing, and it's in the same spot as the first one. A called strike again makes it 0-2 quickly. The right-hander works quickly as is 0-2. Jordan checked his swing, went around. 3-pitch punch-out of Ladorian Jordan by Christian Henderson. That's a new career high for the freshman, his 5th strikeout, and it's the first of the 5th. Now, Jordan should have known what was coming. Henderson just threw him 3 consecutive sliders, and Jordan never could figure it out and went around on one that was well outside the zone for Henderson's 5th strikeout. His next batter is Jones, and he drives one to the warning track where Williams is able to make the catch. So just like that, a strikeout of Jordan, a fly out by Jones, and it's 4 pitches for the first 2 outs of the 5th inning, and Jason White has made his way out of Carson-Newman's dugout as Henderson was about ready to start his 3rd time through this Shorter order, and it's only going to be 2 times through maybe for the freshman. Fine start, though, for Christian Henderson. 5 strikeouts in his 6th career appearance, a new career high, but he'll be relieved for Xavier Hart here in this 5th inning. 4 2/3 for the freshman. We'll tell you more about Xavier Hart, who's coming in to pitch for Carson-Newman after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Xavier Hart on the mound for Carson-Newman as we continue this top of the 5th inning with 2 outs. Hart readies for his 7th appearance of the year. Enters the game here and will face the leadoff hitter, Will Fincher, with 2 outs. First pitch breaking ball at the knees for a strike. Hart with a 6.97 ERA, but it's a little inflated for how good he has been this year. He has allowed 8 earned runs, but 6 of them are in 1 outing. He's coming off his best outing as an Eagle over the weekend at Anderson in a series opening win over the Trojans as he delivers a second strike to Fincher on another breaking ball. And it's quickly 0-2. Hart comes set from the left side of the mound and pitches. Another breaking ball. This one's off the plate and low for ball one. Hart with 13 strikeouts. 5 of them came in those 4 innings of one-run ball at Anderson on Friday, in which he got his first career win in a game that he went a career-long 4 innings and punched out a career-high 5 guys as Fincher hits one high into the air and foul off to the left side. And Hart's going to have to go all the way out to second base to gather his baseball cap. Flew off his head as he delivered that fastball to Fincher. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes in a 3-all game in the 5th with 2 outs. The right-hander Hart lifts and fires a breaking ball in the corner, called strike 3. Couple of strikeouts by Carson-Newman pitching to combine for a 1-2-3 inning. Christian Henderson gets the first 2, and Hart strikes out Fincher for the final out of the 5th. Good work from Xavier Hart out of the bullpen, and the Eagles back to the plate for the bottom of the 5th, tied with the Hawks at 3 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Good to see Ron Davis back on the mound for Shorter after he tried to leap over Spencer Williams in the bottom of the 4th inning on the play at the plate on the wild pitch that Williams tried to score on to give Carson-Newman the lead, but the catcher at the plate, Julian Sauger, made a nice diving effort to tag out Williams, and Davis was trying to get out of the way, and so he got out of the way, leaped over Williams, and collided with the home plate umpire, and so Davis is okay, and he'll go back to the mound and pitch into the 5th inning as he'll face Tanner Kilgore, who had his third at-bat interrupted, and so he comes back to the plate to start the 5th inning, and the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Kilgore 1 for 1, a walk and a single in the 1st and 3rd innings. 1-0 set for Davis. Fastball away at 88 is going to make the count 2 balls, no strikes. Heart of the order for CN, Kilgore, Gibson, Nathan. And the game tied at 3 in the bottom of the 5th. The righty Davis fires, and the 81st pitch of his outing is popped up foul back behind home and out of play. Strike 1 on Carson-Newman's DH. Two-one set for Davis against Kilgore. He lifts and fires a fastball low and into the turf, and the count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. As the season has gone on and the weather has gotten a little warmer, Carson-Newman's bats have warmed up as well. They've hit 10 home runs this month of March and have 17 on the year as Kilgore will be walked for the 2nd time here. He's reached all 3 times as he draws a 5-pitch walk. 4th walk by Ron Davis in this game. And the Eagles have the leadoff batter aboard for just the third time today. Davis has walked 4 guys, second most in a game now this season for the freshman from Jacksonville, Florida. And he faces Aiden Gibson now, who shows bunt, pulls back because the slider from Davis is well high and inside for a ball. And Wes Timmons, after that pitch, took a couple of steps out of the first base dugout and signaled to the bullpen maybe to start getting active out there as Davis sees his catcher Sager call for time, and the catcher will make his way out to the mound. 84 pitches for Ron Davis. As he pitches into the 5th inning, he has not been able to record more than 12 outs in any of his appearances here in his freshman season, and is trying to do so as he pitches into this 5th inning for the first time this year. Home plate umpire breaks up the visit between Davis and Sager as Aiden Gibson stands back in looking for his first hit of the day. A strikeout against Davis in the 1st, and he flew out in the 3rd inning. And after the catcher Sager calls for time, Wes Timmons calls for time, and he'll make a change. So an extended visit by the catcher was to give more time for the reliever to loosen up, and now Wes Timmons will make the change. Day is over for Ron Davis at 84 pitches. He'll go through 4 innings and face 1 batter in the 5th. 3-all is the score. Bottom 5, Eagles and Hawks tied up, and we'll tell you who the new arm is for the Hawks after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
New pitcher for Shorter into the game is Divine Vall, as he enters the game for the 3rd time this year, just his 3rd appearance, and all have been in the last 2 weeks of the year. Another pitcher from Jacksonville, Florida, and he this season has 1 scoreless outing of the 2 appearances made this year. His last one was 10 days ago against Emmanuel. He recorded 4 outs, gave up a base hit, a couple of runs, and walked 2 batters. And so Divine Vall pitches for Shorter now with the game tied at 3. .10 set for Vall on the pitch home. A swing and a miss by Gibson for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike as Vall pitches outside, 2-1. One switch for Shorter. Now playing second base is Isaac Harkins, and Griffin Clark moves from second base to 3rd base in this frame. He started the game at second, now plays the hot corner as Gibson takes high for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Gibson against Vall here in the 5th. The right-hander comes set as he works from the right side of the slab and pitches a fastball for a called strike. Throw to first. Kilgore gets back safely. He thought it was ball 4. And then had to sprint back and get a diving effort to be able to avoid Brody's tag. And so it's strike 2 on Gibson. The catcher, Sager, is upset, thinking maybe that Gibson got in the way of his throw down to first. Gibson stands back in now as the count runs full. Vol against Gibson here in the 5th. The 3-2. Well outside. That's ball 4. And now Gibson can sprint up to first base. And that's back-to-back walks between two different pitchers here in this 5th inning. Kilgore to second, and now Gibson's at first base with nobody out for Cole Nathan. Well, really interesting scenario here. You've got one of your hottest hitters at the plate in Cole Nathan, who's 2 for 2 in this game with 2 RBI. What could be a bunt situation as well to try to get the runners in scoring position. For now, he swings away and waits on a pitch that is low for ball 1. He didn't show bunt there as Tom Griffin signals from the third base coach's box, signs for his runners and batter. 1-0 set for Vol. Nathan will not show bunt again and take inside for ball 2. Nathan's got the batting average back above 375 and has multiple hits in his 5th straight game. 12-game hit streak has been extended as he takes fastball away, and it's 3-0. Shorter as a pitching staff between Davis and Vol have walked 5 guys and 2 in this inning, in danger of walking a 6th total. 3-0. Back in the zone is Vol with a fastball at 88 for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike on Cole Nathan. 2 runners aboard with nobody out, thanks to a pair of walks here in this inning. Nathan waits on a 3-1, and it's low and inside for ball 4. So Divine Vol comes into the game after Ron Davis walked Kilgore to start the frame, and now Vol has walked back-to-back hitters here in this 5th inning in the 11 pitches that he has tossed toward home. And the bases are loaded for Braxton Smith. First pitch to the freshman is high for ball 1. Well, you got to figure Carson-Newman's taking now until it gets a strike. As Vol comes set, trying to find the zone here. 1-0. He's back in the strike zone for the 4th time in his 13 pitches. It's a strike to Smith. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Bases loaded for Carson-Newman, trying to regain the lead. Divine Vol comes set, and the pitch is fisted toward right field for a base hit. 1 run is in. Rounding third is Gibson. He will hustle home without a throw. It's a 2-run single for Braxton Smith, and Carson-Newman leads once again. It's 5-3. Braxton Smith does enough with Vol's 1-1 offering to the plate for his 9th and 10th RBI of the year, and the Eagles now lead 5-3. Good piece of hitting by Braxton Smith, and the Eagles are able to take some good advantage of 3 consecutive walks to start this 5th inning, and Cole Nathan hustles to third base on the base hit as well. So first and third with nobody out for Trey Miller. Miller shows bunt, pulls back, and actually no, did not pull it back in time. It hit the bat and went into Sager's mitt for a strike. 0-1. Miller was confused, thinking that ball did not hit his bat. Then he got it back in time and away from the fastball that was coming high and inside. Instead, he was not able to, and so it's strike 1. 0-1 foul back, and now he's quickly behind 0-2. Back-to-back games now, Braxton Smith has been really productive at the plate for Carson-Newman. Had his second career multi-hit game on Saturday, and now drives in 2 runs with a base hit to right field this inning for his 3rd career multi-RBI effort of the year. Breaking ball to Trey Miller's outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes as the Eagles try to pad on to a 2-run lead now here in this 5th inning. Divine Vall, the reliever, pitching to Miller with 2 strikes. Called strike 3. Vall's got his 3rd strikeout as he is able to get a fastball on the corner for strike 3. And now Frankie Delgado with the corners occupied at 1 out. Big strikeout for Vall, much needed out for Vall in this shorter team. Miller now 0 for 3 at the plate. And now the hot-hitting Frankie Delgado to the plate. He's 2 for 2. At the plate, 5-3 game, corners occupied. The Eagles ahead by 2. First pitch, Delgado swings and fouls it off to the left and out of play. Strike 1. 2 singles for Delgado in this baseball game. His first career multi-hit performance, and he's got now 4 hits on the year. Nothing in 1 set for Vall, and he picks to first to keep Braxton Smith close to the bag. Smith 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts this season. Nathan's at third base. 0-1. Delgado showed bunt late. Now Nathan's stuck in a rundown. It was a squeeze play. Nathan went for home. He's stuck in a rundown. Nathan sprinting home. Was the tag made? It was not. Throw to third. Won't get Smith. Cole Nathan scores as he outruns the third baseman Clark in the rundown at the plate, and it's 6-3. Griffin Clark a little shaken up there as he made the diving effort at home to try to get Nathan. It was a squeeze play. Nathan was heading home, and Delgado didn't get the bunt down. And so Nathan had no choice but to then get stuck in a rundown, and somehow he was able to sprint home and not be tagged by Griffin Clark, and Wes Timmons actively arguing with the home plate umpire about the play at the plate. Braxton Smith, wisely enough, was smart and kept running on the play. He went all the way to third base on the play with 1 out. Delgado's still batting, so it's going to go down officially as a stolen base for Nathan to get home. He steals home to make it 6-3. And Wes Timmons continues to have a lengthy conversation with the home plate umpire. (6-3) Carson-Newman. There'll be 2 strikes on Frankie Delgado as Shorter will regroup. The 2 umpires are now talking things over just in front of home plate after Wes Timmons came out of the first base dugout, the head coach of the Hawks, to talk about the play at the plate. Extended conversation now in this 5th inning. An inning that Carson-Newman has scored 3 times now to lead by 3, 6-3. Good job by Nathan here. Works the run down a little bit, and there was never a play back to home, and the pitcher just kind of stood there and got in the way of the whole collision. Ball got crushed by Nathan, and hard to tell whether there was a tag made there before Nathan was able to slide in safely. Play at the plate stands. It's 6-3 Carson-Newman as Divine Vol will regroup and try to finish off Delgado. Those 2 strikes on Carson-Newman's catcher with a runner at third. 0-2 set for Vol. Swing and a miss. He blows a fastball at 89 miles per hour by Frankie Delgado for the second out of the inning. Second strikeout for Vol and back-to-back batters now, and there's 2 away. And the lineup card turns back over to the top for Ryan Jenkins, who will hit for the 4th time in 5 innings. First pitch from the reliever Vol is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Eagles have scored 3 times in this 5th inning, despite having just 1 hit. 1-0 set is a fastball away. 2 balls, no strikes on Jenkins, with Smith standing at third with 2 outs. Smith with the go-ahead hit in this inning, a 2-run single, the only hit for Carson-Newman in the inning, as Jenkins fouls the 2-0 offering back to the screen for strike 1. Eagles have 2 of their 7 hits in this baseball game with 2 outs. 2 for 6 at the plate with 2 outs in the game. 2-1 to Jenkins. Line drive to short. Schroeder leaps up and robs Jenkins maybe of extra bases and robs Carson-Newman of its 4th run of the 5th. Good defensive play ends the 5th inning, but Carson-Newman's able to regain the lead thanks to a 3-run 5th. 3 runs on just 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. It's Carson-Newman 6, Shorter 3 after 5 innings here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Xavier Hart back to the mound for Carson-Newman, which now leads by 3 runs thanks to a 3-run 5th inning as Xavier Hart pumps in a fastball inside for ball 1 against the 2-3-4 part of Schroeder's batting order to start this 6th inning. Thomas Schroeder leads off and grounds one through the right side for a base hit. 4th hit for Schroeder. And that's how we start the 6th inning. Good piece of hitting that time to find the gap as Schroeder has his first hit of the day. And starts the 6th inning for Schroeder. Second time today the Hawks have the leadoff batter aboard. And now the 3rd baseman, Griffin Clark. Clark, a pair of strikeouts and at-bats against Christian Henderson as the first pitch home is a half-hearted effort on a breaking ball by Hart for strike 1. 7th appearance of the year for Xavier Hart. He only made 6 last year and has scoreless efforts in half of his outings this year. Picked back to first base, and Floyd's tag just a little late as back safely is Schroeder, another guy that poses a threat on the bases. 11 stolen bags, 3rd most on the team. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. Clark batting for the Hawks as Hart's breaking ball is in the strike zone, 73 miles per hour for strike 2. One, two. Breaking ball lifted towards center field. Trey Miller came in a couple of steps initially, took one step back and makes the catch, and Clark is now 0 for 3 as he flies out to straightaway center field for the first out of inning number 6. And now Alex Brody. An opportunity here for Shorter's first baseman to hit with a runner on base. His first 2 at-bats came to lead-off innings in the 2nd and 4th. Now he gets to hit with 1 out in this 6th inning and a runner on base. The top RBI man on this Hawks roster. And we've got time called by the bases umpire as Schroeder, a little shaken up, sliding back to the first base bag. Seems to be okay. He was holding his hand after he made a dive back toward the bag. First pitch from Hart is lined to center field. Miller goes back, makes the catch. Turning and going back to first is Schroeder without a throw. I think he thought that was going to be extra bases. Miller initially stayed put and read the fly ball on the line drive off the bat of Alex Brody well, and sprinted back to make the catch. So back-to-back flyouts to center field. Make their 2 outs now in this 6th inning. Miller has got 4 fly balls so far today. Shorter's flown out 9 times. Micah Shipman is 0 for 2, and he grounds one sharply to short. Jenkins fields it perfectly and flips for the force at second to Nathan, and the Eagles toss a 3rd consecutive 0 in the 6th inning. Micah Shipman hits into a fielder's choice to end the threat in the 6th inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left by Shorter in the 6th inning. Carson-Newman leads by 3 after 5.5 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
A 3-run lead for Carson-Newman as it aims to win an 8th straight game. Battling the Shorter Hawks for the 2nd time this season. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Carson-Newman to lead off this 6th inning. Spencer Williams, Logan Floyd, Tanner Kilgore for CN in the 17th all-time meeting with the Hawks. Carson-Newman trails in the series 9-7. Snapped an 8-game losing streak against the Hawks earlier this season with a 16-run win. First pitch from Divine Vall to start the inning is a fastball away for ball 1. One ball, no strikes on Spencer Williams, who is 0 for 2 today, but he has reached twice on a throwing error and a walk. Takes a high fastball that time at 86 miles per hour, and the count moves to 2 balls and no strikes. The righty Vol works from the stretch as he comes set. And Williams swings and foul tips the 2-0 fastball into the catcher's mitt for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to start the bottom of the 6th inning. Carson-Newman with the last 4 runs of this baseball game to grab a 3-run lead. Williams shows bunt, tries to bunt for a base hit. Vol off the mound, fields it, but as he went to set his feet, lost the baseball. And it's an infield bunt single for Spencer Williams. Well done. Putting some pressure there on the reliever Vol, and it worked. Spencer Williams with his first base hit and Carson-Newman's 8th. Logan Floyd to the plate looking for his first hit at 3 at-bats. First pitch, ground ball left side, might be 2. To second for 1, back to first. Nice scoop out of the turf, and the double play is recorded as Brody able to snare the throw from the second baseman Harkins off the turf nicely. Clark, Harkins, Brody combined for the 5-4-3 double play to wipe Williams off the bases. That is the second double play by this Hawks defense that had just 12 in 29 games coming in. 2 outs now for Tanner Kilgore. Vol's first offering to Kilgore's breaking ball at the knees for called strike 1. Well, we do know Carson-Newman will have the lead heading into these final 3 innings. The Eagles this year are unbeaten when leading after 6 innings. Swing and a miss by Kilgore for strike 2. 20-0 is Carson-Newman when leading after 6 innings this year. Ball comes set. Looking to punch out Kilgore for his 3rd strikeout of the game. Sets and pitches. Fastball into the turf. 4-1. Talked about how good this offense for Carson-Newman has been during this 7-game winning streak as Vol comes set for a 1-2 to Kilgore. Line drive to center field. Back goes Fincher, and he gets near the wall and makes the catch on a long fly out for Tanner Kilgore as Divine Vol, the reliever, faces the minimum in the 6th inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and the Eagles don't strand anybody in the 6th inning. 2/3 of the way through this one, it's Carson-Newman 6, Shorter 3. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Four outs recorded so far by Xavier Hart. He has allowed just 1 base hit in the 5 batters he's faced, and will start the 7th inning with Hart still pitching for Carson-Newman. He'll face 6, 7, and 8 of this shorter batting order. In this 7th inning, due up, it's Sager to lead things off, and he takes breaking ball away on Hart's 14th pitch. 4-1. 1-0 set for the senior right-hander. Chopper foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hawks responded well after Carson-Newman struck for the game's first 2 runs in the first inning with 3 consecutive between the second and third innings, but it's been Carson-Newman's pitching over the last 3 frames that has kept the ball in the yard and silenced these Hawks bats, who have just 4 hits, 2 of which are home runs. 2 balls, 1 strike as Hart sets and pitches a breaking ball, and Sagar down to 1 knee as he fans at the breaking pitch from Hart, and the count evens. Two. No chase by Shorter's backstop on that breaking ball away, and the count works full with Hart facing Julian Sagar to start this 7th inning. Sagar with a solo home run in the second inning as he stays away from the breaking ball and wisely will draw himself a leadoff walk. That is the first walk by Carson-Newman pitching in this baseball game. And it gives the Hawks the leadoff runner aboard for the 2nd straight inning and for just the 3rd time today. The batter is Isaac Harkin. He came in as a defensive replacement in the middle innings and lines the first pitch foul for strike 1. This will be his 20th at-bat of the year. 4 hits and 19 tries with 3 RBI. Hitting .211 is the senior from Atlanta, Georgia. 0-1. Fastball away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harkins made a couple of starts against Barton over the weekend, went 2 for 8 at the plate. And prior to that, had only made 1 other start in 10 appearances before the weekend. Check swing, ground ball foul, and it's strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes. Xavier Hart pitches and faces Harkin here in the 7th. In a 6-3 game, Carson-Newman in front. 1-2, grounded foul. And Shorter's second baseman stays alive. Sagar at first with nobody out as Hart comes set and pitches. Fastball fouled back as the battle continues here between the substitute Isaac Harkins, the senior infielder, and the senior reliever Xavier Hart in this 7th inning. Shorter trying to claw its way back into this midweek affair. 1-2, breaking ball. Fouled back. Another good swing by Harkins to do enough to make contact with Xavier Hart's slider. One, two. Breaking ball, chopped to third. Gibson waits on the hop. Will go to second for 1. Nathan back to first. Not in time. There hasn't been an official play, but the runner certainly was safe. No, they're going to call him out at first. Sawyer overslid the bag at second base, getting in the way of Cole Nathan, who tried to turn 2. And so that will make Harkins out at first base. Certainly on the play, he was definitely, obviously safe on that throw back, but interference by the runner as Cole Nathan tried to turn 2 will bring it up unofficially as a double play. Another chat between Wes Timmons and the umpires today. There's been several interesting instances in this baseball game. A couple of plays at home that have been questioned. Certainly a play there as well. And so Coach Timmons and the Hawks chatting things over. Certainly a tough way to quickly end up with 2 outs, as LaDorian Jordan will be the batter with 2 outs in this 7th inning. Good job by Aiden Gibson to go to second base to get the lead runner on what ended up being a ground ball they had to wait on and play the hops correctly to start the sequence. And if he doesn't throw it to second to get that lead runner, there's not a double play on this sequence. And so by him aiming to get the lead off or lead runner in this sequence, it ends up leading to the double play unofficially. Two outs as LaDorian Jordan stands in. The right fielder is 0 for 2 in his first career start. A fly out and a strikeout in innings 3 and 5. Swing and a miss by Jordan on the breaking ball from Xavier Hart, who has recorded 6 outs so far. The final out of the 5th, all 3 in the 6th, the first 2 here of the 7th. 0-1 is grounded to short. Jenkins fields it cleanly. His throw across is perfect to Logan Floyd. And the Eagles send down the Hawks in order. 1-2-3, 7th from Xavier Hart. He's got back-to-back scoreless frames, and we'll stretch here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex with Carson-Newman ahead 6-3 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Divine Vol back to the mound for Shorter in a game that has seen both teams only use their starting pitcher and their relief pitcher so far today. Vol has tossed 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts, as he'll face 5, 6, and 7 of Carson-Newman's batting order here in this bottom of the 7th inning, with the Eagles ahead by 3. Gibson 0 for 2 today, has reached once. That was on a walk that he later scored on in the 5th inning as he swings and hacks at a breaking ball for strike 1. Ball has given Shorter some excellent innings out of the bullpen, as has Xavier Hart on Carson-Newman's side. Season long, 2 1/3 for Divine Vol now, as he misses inside for ball 1. One set for the junior reliever. Breaking ball stays inside at 76 miles per hour. 2 balls, 1 strike on Carson-Newman's third baseman today, Aiden Gibson. Gibson trying to extend a 5-game hitting streak in this plate appearance. What could probably be his final one, depending on how things go the next 2 frames. He takes inside, and it's 3-1. No player on this Carson-Newman roster has more hits in their career than Aiden Gibson. Reached the century mark in career hits with the Eagles over the weekend as he fouls the 3-1 back to the screen, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to start the bottom half of the 7th. Three-two pitch is low for ball 4, and Vol has walked his third batter out of the bullpen, and that is Shorter as a team's 7th walk. And Wes Timmons is out of the first base dugout after Gibson reaches to start this inning via base on balls. And there is the change made. The signal made. Fall's day is over as Wes Timmons goes back to the bullpen. 6-3, Carson-Newman, bottom of the 7th inning. We'll tell you who the Eagles are set to face on the mound for the Hawks after this.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Shorter's infield watches Wyatt Getz warm up for the Hawks in this 7th inning in a game that Carson-Newman has the lead in 6-3 with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Wyatt Getz is a sophomore right-handed pitcher from Buford, Georgia, making his 8th appearance of the season. 10 total innings tossed so far this year. 7 earned runs. He has 7 strikeouts over 10 innings. And opponents are hitting .366 off the right-hander this year. No other shorter pitcher on the staff has allowed opponents to hit a better average than Getz this season. He's the new pitcher for the Shorter Hawks. His first time on the mound in 11 days. When he last pitched against Emmanuel, he did not record an out, give up a base hit and a walk in that effort. Just his 3rd outing in the month of March. Will come here on this Tuesday afternoon with his team trailing 6-3 against a Carson-Newman team that is trying to win an 8th straight game and extend the 7th longest active winning streak in Division II. On this Tuesday afternoon, the Eagles are going to turn around and head to Nashville tomorrow morning for a matchup with Trevecca Nazarene. Second and final meeting with the Trojans will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. The Eagles won the first one 3-1. Nobody out. Runner on first as Cole Nathan bats for the 4th time today. He's 2 for 2 and has reached all 3 times. As Gibson takes off, throw down to second base is a bad throw, and no tag is able to be made by Harkins as Gibson slides in head first with his 4th stolen base of the year. Gibson got a good jump that time, and Nathan didn't swing the bat as he takes a strike on the pitch from Wyatt Getz. The tall 6'6" right-hander comes set. He lifts and fires a 0-1 offering that Nathan's behind on, and it's strike 2. The ball's 2 strikes as the reliever Getz faces Cole Nathan. Gibson a good lead at second base as the righty pitches to Nathan. A fastball in the corner that rings him up. Called strike 3 for the first out of the 7th and the 8th strikeout of the year for Wyatt Getz. Down to the 7-hitter we go, and Braxton Smith. Smith has reached all 3 times so far in this game. First pitch is a breaking ball low for ball 1. Smith was hit by a pitch in the first inning and was left at first. He was walked in the 3rd and left at first, and singled in 2 runs in the 5th before being left at 3rd. 1 ball, no strike. Smith shows bunt, pulls back the bat on a high fastball, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Smith swings away and pops one out towards center field. Fincher back to the wall, leaps up, and makes the catch. Tagging is Aiden Gibson from second base. He's rounding third. He's headed for home. Here's the play at the plate. It's a good throw and great relay. And Gibson is gunned down, trying to get 2 bases on the deep fly to center field. Well, Smith sent it for a ride, but Shorter's relay was perfect as Will Fincher gets the baseball in, and Sawyer makes the tag at the plate to get Gibson to end the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left for Carson-Newman. And after 7 innings, Carson-Newman's lead is 6-3 as we head to the 8th on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Carson-Newman brings in Mark Salico for the 11th time of his sophomore season. The 6'1 right-hander has a 2.25 earned run average over 10 appearances this season. 12 innings pitched with 17 strikeouts and 6 walks. Among relievers, nobody has more strikeouts than Mark Salico this season. Salico, the pitcher for Carson-Newman here in the 8th inning as the Eagles try to hold on to this 3-run lead and continue what has been a nice stretch for the pitching staff. They have combined to toss 4 consecutive zeros between Christian Henderson and Xavier Hart. Hart, the latter of which is in line for his 2nd career win as Salico pumps in a strike. It's 0-1 to A.J. Jones, who is 0 for 2. Shows bunt here, but unable to place it in fair territory for strike 2. Jones, the 9-hitter, and the lineup will then turn back to the top for Will Fincher and Thomas Schroeder here in this 8th inning. Good look at Matt Bilbray, redshirt freshman, some basketball players in the top section of the bleachers on this Tuesday afternoon. Pitch misses from Salico, 1 ball and 2 strikes. As we start the 8th inning, Salico, the righty, comes set. Brings the glove to his chin and pitches a breaking ball that Jones offers at. Strike 3. Strikeout number 7 by Carson-Newman's pitching staff today, and the 18th by Salico this year for the first out of the 8th inning. Now the lineup back to the top for Will Fincher, who has homered and is 1 for 3. First pitch, foul back on Salico's 93-mile-per-hour fastball, one of the fastest he's recorded this year. He's a guy that'll hang around the low 90s with his four-seam fastball. 0-1 the count on the center fielder Fincher as Salico went to the breaking ball that time and it misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Salico did give up an earned run over the weekend at Anderson in his relief outing, his only outing over the weekend, which ended a stretch in which he had gone 4 1/3 consecutive innings of scoreless baseball that spanned 5 outings in this month of March. Strike 2 on Fincher as Salico now comes set for the 1-2. Fastball is popped up high into the air, right side. Williams over to the gap, calls off Miller to make the catch, 2 away. And Carson-Newman's pitching staff now has retired 4 in a row since the last 7 and has only allowed 1 hit over the last 4 innings of this baseball game. 2 away for Thomas Schroeder as the Hawks look to avoid going down in order for the second time today. First pitch strike to the shortstop Schroeder, who shakes his head in disbelief. Actually, it'd be the third 1-2-3 inning by Carson-Newman's pitching staff. No balls, 1 strike as Salico sets and pitches. A high breaking ball, 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Schroeder, who is also 1 for 3 today. Hawks have 4 different guys in their lineup today with 1 base hit. Fincher, Schroeder, Brody, and Sauger. 1-1. Line drive softly to short. Jenkins leaps up and makes the catch. A 1-2-3 8th inning by Mark Salico, the 3rd time Schroeder's gone down in order. Eagles have combined to throw 5 consecutive zeros in this midweek game. They'll look for more insurance, leading by 3 as we head to the bottom of the 8th after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Wyatt gets back to the mound for Shorter as Carson-Newman leads 6-3 here on the Eagles Sports Network. A 3-run lead for the Eagles, looking to extend that lead before the 9th inning. 8-9-1. Set to come to the plate for Carson-Newman, who with a win today can match its win total from last year. 24-26 record for the Eagles last season, and they are 3 outs away from recording win 24 on March 25th, with still 4 games left in the month of March and a whole slate of games in the month of April still to go. $16 left in April. You got 21 games left on the schedule, and Carson-Newman can match its win total from last year if it gets 3 more outs and doesn't allow Shorter to score inside this game, as Miller takes ball 1 and now ball 2 on fastballs away. as Miller stands in for the 4th time. He is 0 for 3 so far, still looking for his first hit. 2-0 offering, grounded to short. Schroeder keeps it in front, going down to one knee. His throw across is not in time. It gets behind Brody up the hill and back down it goes. And Miller starts the inning for Carson-Newman as he reaches. Trey Miller's got his first hit of the day. Infield single on a tough play as Schroeder, even with a good throw, may not get Miller on that softly hit ball. The Eagles now with 9 hits as Frankie Delgado shows bunt, pulls it back for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. We'll see if this 3-run lead holds for Carson-Newman, whether it turns to Eli Norris in the 9th or not. He pitched twice over the weekend and has 4 appearances over the last 2 weekends as Delgado gets the bunt down. Throw goes to second, and the out is recorded. Well done by Sauger on a 2-6 play at second base to get the lead runner. That's a really good defensive play. The bunt was fine by Delgado, but Sauger didn't have to do much to get out of his stance to field it, and he was confident that he could get that ball to second base very quickly, and he did. So now Miller off the bases, and Delgado's at first with 1 away. One out batter is Ryan Jenkins. He bats for the 5th time and takes a high fastball for ball 1. See if the Eagles turn to Eli Norris. Has tossed 4 1/3 innings over the last 11 days and tossed a pair of 3-out saves over the weekend in the first 2 games of the series against the Trojans as Jenkins takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Only Jackson Underwood is the other Eagle with a save this year. The Eagles have 8 total. Norris has 7 of them. Underwood was used as a starter on Friday, so would presume he is down today as Getz picks to first base to check on Delgado. One ball, 1 strike as Getz comes set against Jenkins. The pitch is flown out toward right field. In comes the right fielder, Jordan, and using sunglasses is able to find the baseball and make the catch for the 2nd out. Clouds have covered things up here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, so those sunglasses didn't need to do too much for Jordan to make the catch. And now Spencer Williams with 2 away on the flyout from Jenkins, who's 1 for 5. Spencer Williams has been on base 3 times. He's 1 for 3 officially. A walk in the 1st. He reached an error in the 4th and singled last inning with a single. And flares one to left field. This ball's sinking in a hurry, and it drops in for a base hit. Schroeder made a diving attempt to try to make the catch in shallow left, and Williams will see it drop in for a base hit. Back-to-back at-bats for Spencer Williams with a base hit. He's 2 for 4, and the Eagles have 2 on and 2 out. Williams does enough with that pitch from Getz to flare it to left. And now Spencer has his 35th career multi-hit game and his 10th of the year. Logan Floyd's 0 for 3, and with 2 outs, waits on a breaking ball from Getz. That's a called strike. This is the first of 5 games this week for Carson-Newman. They'll play the final 3 of the week in a conference series here at home against a much improved UVA Wise team. In a series that starts Friday at 2. 1-1 breaking ball. Or an 0-1 breaking ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Two on, 2 out as Getz pitches to Floyd. A breaking ball called for a strike, and now Williams is in a rundown at first. He was backpicked And we're about to have two runners at second base. Williams stays put at second base. Runner from second will go to third, and getting tagged out is Frankie Delgado. So Williams just sprinted to second base and pretty much said, Frankie, you're in trouble now. And Delgado sprinted for third and is thrown out. Inning is over as Carson-Newman runs itself into the final out of the frame. We're through 8 innings. Carson-Newman needs 3 outs. And they're bringing in their closer, Eli Norris, in a 6-3 game as we head to the 9th here on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopcneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopcneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopCNeagles.com.
It's the top of the 9th. Carson-Newman leads 6-3, trying to win its 8th straight game this season and improve that record to 24-6. They will send their closer, Eli Norris, to the mound. And what will be his 8th save opportunity of the year. He is a perfect 7 for 7 entering this 9th inning as he'll face Griffin Clark in the heart of Shorter's lineup. 3, 4, and 5 due up against Norris, who starts the inning with a fastball that's hit to the right side. Cole Nathan bobbles the fielding attempt, and his throw to first was going to be late regardless. On a tough play in the gap toward the right side, and that'll be Shorter's 5th hit as Griffin Clark beats it out for his first hit. Tough ball. Nathan was shaded more toward second base than the gap on the right side, and so Clark is able to give Shorter a leadoff runner for the 4th time today. Now Alex Brody, who's got good pop in his bat with 6 homers this season, to the plate. First pitch. Fastball is a strike. Well, Norris's 7 saves already have him in the top 10 all-time. He's tied for 6th all-time now in single season Carson-Newman baseball history with those 7 saves. He can move to 5th if he gets one here. Would be his 8th of the year. Nothing in 1. Fouled back to the screen by Brody on Norris's 90-mile-per-hour fastball, and the count moves to 0 in 2. What's so impressive about Norris is this is all after a season where Carson-Newman graduates Hunter Harrison, who had 10 saves last year in 24 wins, and his 4th all-time in saves in a single season in Carson-Newman baseball history. 0 in 2 is a jammed ball to second. Nathan leaps up and makes the catch for the first out. Good inside fastball by Norris to jam Brody, who just flared one to second, where Nathan makes the catch. 1 away. In steps the DH, Micah Shipman, who is 0 for 3. Couple of ground outs and a fly out for Shipman as he awaits the first pitch from Norris. A high breaking ball that sails over the head of Delgado. There won't play at second base. On the wild pitch from Eli Norris on his 5th pitch in this 9th inning. Norris has been spectacular. His last 4 appearances have been saves, and he has not allowed a run since allowing 1 earned run in an effort against Florida Southern 18 days ago. Swing and a miss by Shipman, strike 1. He has a scoreless innings streak of 5 1/3 innings over his last 5 appearances. Has only allowed 2 earned runs all year. 1-1. Check swing, foul back by Shipman. It's strike 2. Norris did not pitch last season, pitched in 2023, a year in which he made 12 appearances. This is his 12th already this year. Righty comes set for the 1-2. Fastball right down Main Street, called strike 3. The second out of the 9th recorded by Eli Norris on his 18th punch out of the year, and the Eagles are 1 out away from an 8th straight win. Julian Sager, the batter for the Hawks, to try to extend this 9th inning. He homered all the way back in the second. First pitch, pop up in the infield. Gibson moves toward foul ground, back toward the line and makes the catch. Ball game. Carson-Newman wins its 8th straight game and does so in a 6-3 effort over the Shorter Hawks. The Eagles pitching staff marvelous over the final 6 innings of this baseball game. Shorter scored a run in the second and 2 more in the third, but gets blanked over the final 6 innings of this one, and Carson-Newman improves to 24-6. Second career win for Xavier Hart, his 2nd of the year, while Eli Norris moves up to 5th all-time in a single season in Carson-Newman baseball history already this year, with his 8th save of the season. Eagles victorious once again, and they hit the baseball 10 times, 5th straight game with double-digit hits, and Carson-Newman improves to 24-6 thanks to its 8th straight win of the season. Final score from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex: Carson-Newman 6 and Shorter 3. Eagles are back on the field tomorrow in Nashville at Trevecca Nazarene. First pitch set for 3 p.m. You can listen in at SeeingEagles.com/live tomorrow for an audio-only version of tomorrow's contest. Eagles win again, 8 in a row for Tom Griffin's group to improve to 24-6 on the season. Hart has his 2nd career win. Eli Norris has his 8th save of the season, and Carson-Newman wins by a final score of 6-3. For our entire crew today here on the Eagles Sports Network, I'm Andrew Rogers signing off as the Eagles are victorious and sweep the season series with the Shorter Hawks, winning today's contest 6-3 here on the Eagles Sports Network.